No, they're my Toronto Raptor fans. But the Toronto Raptors won their game, so now I'm not taking to their post game. Enjoy.
Grady, when you look at what your group was just able to do in the third quarter and then also just offensively in the fourth, what click do you think the second half of the game?
I think just building off our energy, make that contagious. Knowing that coming out the game, wasn't us, and knowing that we needed to make a change, just in our energy level, and knowing that when we play at a high tempo like that, it kind of brings the spirit of that kind of tenacity of the defense, the getting into transition, stuff like that, for everyone. So I feel like that's what we did.
And then particularly for you, when you just sort of look at the difference between minutes last year and now, is there an added pressure that you kind of welcome with like, okay, when I'm coming off the bench, my name's called, I have to show up in those moments? And how have you navigated that?
It's no pressure. I mean, that's just our job. And at the end of the day, my mindset's to go in and be prepared for just that whenever my name's called. I can't go out there and, get caught up in different things if my shot's falling, if it's not. I make a shot, I go to the next possession, I miss a shot, go to the next possession, and at the end of the day, you just got to control the things you can control, and life's a lot less. I feel like I live less anxious, just knowing why when I control stuff, it's just me.
This was pretty radically different from the first meeting between these teams. Why do you think it was so, like, the other game was up tempo, 139, 119. This was more just tight defensive. What do you think changed?
I don't know if it's the kind of the cup stuff going on or what, but when there's a little more money on the line with different things at cup, I feel like guys lock in a little more. At the same time, it's basketball at the end of the day. That was the first game of the season for us, and I think just after these last couple games, you watch film on each other, and at the end of the day, you kind of figure out at least a little bit from the first time how to guard each other, what you can do differently. But yeah, it was a dogfight early, and we just got to keep that momentum.
Was anything distracting about the court in terms of playing on it?
No, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait till we get back on ours and play on ours. But it's a cool change, and it's kind of cool to see different colors.
Is there something about this building specifically where you tend to find more success, or just sort of like, another day?
No, I want to take it as another day. I mean, yeah, there's arenas you might like more than others, but at the same time, it's, like I said earlier, it's basketball, and I do the same things in every arena that when I prepare for myself, and, it could fall, could not, but you just got to play basketball.
When you think about this group responding the way that it did in the second half, is there something about just the makeup that's in the locker room that allows you guys to like grow in that way that's different than, say, last year?
Yeah, it's the talk. I feel like we harped on a lot in the summer, kind of leading into it, is the importance of taking the message out of it, not the tone of when someone's getting on you about something. And I feel like we got a lot of selfless guys that take that into account and realize it's not personal at the end of the day. And I feel like that was a lot of self-talk at halftime, just knowing that we need to really lock in. And some of my defense was lackadaisical, and guys like Garrett, the older guys that are seeing it from a different perspective, are hitting me with different advices and stuff like that, where if I take the tone of it, I could just crumble and be soft like that. But they know that I can go out there and try to make a change, and that's what we try to do. And every single guy played like that.
Does that help, having an OG like Garrett in the locker room?
For sure. That was my vet. I don't know how many rookies he's had over the years, but the first year I came in, that was kind of like my dad, in a way. I could probably be his son by the age difference, but
he's gonna love hearing that.
Yeah. No, he knows. Jamal's number one. Let him know his age every single day, but yeah, it's a great dude.
Thank you very much. That third quarter, and just the energy that your group came up with in the second half. What was the conversation during halftime that really put on that switch?
Well, we talked at the halftime that we did not play to our standard that first half, and that we can do much better. We just wanted to focus in the second half and fix that. Things that we talked about game plan wise and how we want to play an offensive end. So it was good to see that the team responded and that we were able to play much better in the second half.
You've talked about never having a doubt in Emmanuel's abilities, but when you string together what the last 2 games have looked like for him, what has impressed you the most about his performances?
Absolutely nothing. This is what I know that he brings every single day. I see every day how much he works. He's playing well now, and I have absolute trust in his decision making and shooting ability there. So nothing really impresses me there. I expected this from him.
And then just to see the difference between Scotty first half and second, RJ as well. Were there any tweaks on offense that you guys were making to allow the ball to not stick as much as it did in the first half?
We did much better job in the fourth quarter, scoring 36 points, but also defense was the one that was creating opportunities for us. We made a couple of tweaks there defensively, how we wanted to guard some of their pick and roll actions in isolations, and they did not shoot the ball well. We did a solid job of converting those opportunities on the other side. Still, we got to do much better job rebounding the ball. Their 19 offensive rebounds is way too much.
And then Grady as well. You talked about, when guys come off the bench, it's a different adjustment for them considering the minutes he got last year. But in the minutes that he's made for himself, what have you liked in terms of the energy that he's brought to the floor?
Brought great energy. He's a floor spacer. He was taking great threes there on the floor. He was fighting defensively. He was in right spots. I thought that he played really good game today.
And then with this game, when you think about Colin taking and making that 3, is there more of a green light with him with the offensive mindset? I know defensively is where his mind usually lives, but just with what he's been able to take on the floor, are you encouraging that a lot more?
He has green light to shoot the ball when he's open.
That starting group, I guess, had a pretty good run at the end of the game. I think it's the second straight game they've had a positive plus minus after the start of the year was a little wide. Do you feel like that's coming together a little more with those 5?
And yes, it just takes time. We are still learning how to play off of each other, to read the game and to see where our advantages are and where we need to attack and how to attack. Today we were able to find RJ in certain actions, and RJ was the one that was creating extra punch for us there offensively. I thought that Scotty in second half, especially in that fourth quarter, was outstanding with the force that he played with and taking the ball to the rim. And then Brandon is really good in when he has a preferable matchup of getting those shots and then getting to his spot and being very efficient from there.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys tried to get him on that left elbow a few times into his office there.
Yes, we did. Yes. He's the player. He just needs the ball in his hands, and we'll have to take a look at the film and then figure out our spacing. There were a couple of situations that we were overloaded and we did not see some simple decisions, simple passes. So that's going to be good film for us to learn from tomorrow.
With that starting 5, when you close a game, I guess to go with Yak or not with Yak, what's involved in that decision?
I mean, thank God we have a very good team and deep team, and that just allows us different solutions. Today, I thought that Sandro was really good, and he was creating good spacing for us when he was on the floor. He's also really competing and fighting and guarding the ball and improving rebounding. That was really important for us. And we were still finding Yakov's rhythm, after losing some time and a couple of games, finding his rhythm of coming back.